magic
Classic
here,
Plus
and I think that
with
magic
planned
will continue,
expansions for
the next
Classic.
30,
It's WoW
40,
2,
50
the sequel.
years, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Warcraft 4. It's not going to happen, but Warcraft 4, I want to believe. RTS games don't make any money in the gaming industry, so it's definitely not going to happen, but I want to believe. Rumble PC version. No. No, here we go.
Warcraft has always been my peace and my outlet.
I have such a deep love for everything inside Azeroth.
That's Mr. GM.
I thought
I wasn't invited to be in no video.
Move on eventually, as if it was just any other game.
But then again, I'm not cool, so.
And it wasn't.
I was a very introvert person. I was lonely, and then I accidentally stumbled upon World of Warcraft. I even ended up in a guild, and in the guild,
GM didn't make a Turtle WoW video.
And we always come together to enjoy the moments that we create in the game, whether they're fun, competitive.
They never forgave me. Hey, I'm sure they probably planned this a long time ago. Probably before the Turtle video.
You sent
Blizzard
me a
doesn't like me.
going, my water just broke. And I said, oh my goodness, I guess we better go to hospital. And you said, nah, let's kill this dragon.
And we did.
Oh. Nice.
Hearthstone changed my life.
I cannot picture my life without WoW.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Warcraft, for giving everything that you gave us so far. Here's to like 100 years more.
I like how they have to like blur out so much stuff in people's backgrounds.
When I say World of Warcraft saved my life, I really mean it.
I never noticed that Alliance soldier was left-handed. Anyway. Leo? All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Warcraft 30th Anniversary Direct. I'm Holly Longdale, the executive producer for World of Warcraft. Alongside Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and the Warcraft real-time strategy games, we are all honored to be here to celebrate some big milestones with you and talk about the future. Many of us began our Warcraft adventures as players before we became developers at Blizzard. No matter which game we work on, we all share a deep love for the Warcraft universe. Today, each of the Warcraft development teams will be sharing what's coming up.
I don't know
Some
what's
of
going
it
on.
next
I apologize.
year, some just a few weeks from now, and some will even be available today. So whether you've been traversing the plains of Azeroth with a view from above, or chilling in the Hearthstone Tavern, sorting out your minis for your Rumble machine, or pursuing Xal'atath in Khazalgar, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Now,
Bring WoW to the Switch.
what better place to begin than with the games that started it all? Here's Brad Chan from the Warcraft RTS team.
It's kind of funny how life ends up. I actually never thought about ever being a developer. When I was younger, I just wanted to play video games. Back in 2007, I was at a regional qualifier playing a game called Warcraft 3. After I qualified for the tournament, someone came up to me, gave me his card, and was like, hey, we're looking for experienced RTS players to join our design team. Naturally, I said I wasn't interested. I was gonna go to the Nationals, win that, go to the Worlds, win that.
So sorry.
Easy. Well, it was a good thing I kept that guy's card, because 16 years later, here I am, working on a game that remains so important to me and so many players around the world. Throughout my career, I've stuck to a few guiding principles. When something is broken, you fix it. When something is wrong, you make it right. And if things aren't good enough, you make them better. So without further ado, I'm here to announce patch 2.0 for Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Nice.
Available now, this patch overhauls the environments and lighting and revamps the user interface. In addition, we are up-resing all classic Warcraft 3 assets to HD. You can now customize the type of assets you want to play with and even mix and match if you like. We have also included a bunch of quality of life changes, such as in-game hotkey customization, a revamped ladder, and much, much more. We hope you enjoy this update, which will be available to everyone who owns Reforged. Now,
I think the
I'm not
original...
just here to talk about Warcraft 3. We're also here celebrating 30 years of Warcraft. So not only will Reforged be receiving an update today, but we are also releasing fully remastered versions of Warcraft 2 and 1. So you can experience the story from the very beginning.
I think the original Warcraft 3 graphics look better than
These remasters
Reforged.
have brand new hand-drawn visuals that capture the original art style from each game. And you'll be able to swap between the original graphics and the remastered versions in real time.
It looks so silly.
For
Little fat
Warcraft 1,
orcs.
we added modern controls such as right-click move, bandbox select, and a faster game speed. Both games have also received various UI and UX improvements, such as tooltips and health bars, mission select screen, and an increased unit selection. Warcraft 2 will still have multiplayer functionality, and all legacy custom maps will still be fully compatible and playable. We are also bringing back the Warcraft Battle Chest, which will include Warcraft 1, 2, and 3.
Somebody give Seven Saga a
30
sub.
years of Warcraft, and I can't think of a better way than celebrating than reliving the story from the very beginning. Oh, did I mention this is all available right now?
Hey, so do I have to buy Warcraft 2?
What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father. In truth, it was I who was betrayed. You must lead your people to their destiny.
Nice.
We're being attacked.
That looks pretty good.
Captain, work completed. By your command.
I'm glad they kept like the 2D art style.
Now, we are one.
Nice. Dude, the Warcraft 3 graphics look so good. Yeah.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Nice. I got that mount again. Cool. Hearthstone. Anybody play Hearthstone?
It's pretty amazing to think that Hearthstone turns 10 this year. It's been such an incredible decade. Together, we've made the tavern a place for sharing joy, excitement, and some very tall tales indeed. We've made friends with Murlocs, battled old gods, and now we're traveling through space. But for me, the most incredible thing of all is that I get to work on my favorite game with such an amazing team. Ever since Hearthstone came out, we've been with you on that road to legend. I remember on my first climb to legend, I had played something like 500 games in 1 month. And as the clock ticked to midnight, I was 2 wins away and didn't make it. But I played another 500 games.
The single player modes, in my opinion, were the best.
Shout out to Darkshire Councilman. But those 1,000 games pale in comparison to the more than 160 billion games that we've all played over the last decade. And that's not counting Battlegrounds. Can you believe that it's been 5 years since the mode launched at BlizzCon? That's 5 years of building Death Rattle Beast comps, magnetizing mechs, completing quests, and collecting trinkets. It's been awesome to watch Battlegrounds grow from what was pitched as the biggest tavern brawl ever into what it is today. We are so thankful to our community for being with us over this incredible decade, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years in the tavern together. The future is packed with even more places to explore and adventures to share. More expansions, more mini sets, and more surprises. Now, let's take a look at what's just around the corner.
Let's see. Bring me back to the game, Blizzard.
One of the amazing things of working at Blizzard is getting to watch other teams pushing the boundaries on their own games. I think we're all genuinely fans of what our coworkers are up to, and it's really special when we find moments to collaborate. What's up, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your adventures among the stars in the Great Dark Beyond. We loved working on this expansion and wanted to take our next mini set further into the cosmos than ever before.
Okay.
Prepare to travel beyond Azeroth, beyond Warcraft, and into Heroes of StarCraft. I'm super excited for this mini set. It's the first time we've ever explored another universe this deeply in Hearthstone. A ton of people on the team have so much love for StarCraft. So being able to bring it into the Hearthstone Tavern has been incredible. Some might say it's about time.
I don't know if I like that.
Obviously, we knew we had to go big. The Zerg, Terran, and Protoss factions are represented on cards via a faction banner. Not only do the cards in each faction work well with one another, they're also usable across multiple classes. Each of the factions also has a hero card featuring one of the most iconic faces from StarCraft. The Zerg are led by the Queen of Blades herself, Sarah Kerrigan. She gives Death Knights, Hunters, Warlocks, and Demon Hunters access to an aggro playstyle with near endless swarms of Zerg cards. After all, what would a StarCraft mini set even
I feel
be
bad for the
without its own
StarCraft
version
players
of a
because
Zerg
they
race?
want StarCraft 3, and it's like, oh,
we
we're
have
gonna just bring
legendary
StarCraft to Hearthstone.
Arcanist,
It's like,
seeking
oh,
to
okay.
unify his
Thanks,
people.
I guess.
He grants his powers to druids, mages, priests, and rogues. He focuses on
Also, I don't know. Like Hearthstone's supposed to be like Warcraft. Like I don't.
Powers of the Protoss
I could
to
see
make
this for like
those
some sort of
cards cheaper.
anniversary celebration
Finally,
for
who else could we
StarCraft.
have
But
to lead the
I don't
Terran
know.
besides the iconic Jim Raynor? Thanks to him, warriors, paladins, and shamans will get a hold of the new starship keyword from the main set. But these aren't your average starships. They're battle cruisers. When we first started working on this mini set, we went to the team and asked, what does this need to have in order to truly feel like StarCraft? We've made sure to represent as many units from StarCraft as possible. There's even one character from Warcraft that snuck their way into the set. Grunty, the Terran armored Murloc.
All right.
On top of everything else, Heroes of StarCraft has more cards than any mini set we've done before. There's so much to explore here. So many strategies,
Thanks
so
for the
many
follows, by the way,
interactions, and so much StarCraft nostalgia.
Please follow the stream.
And we might have some special music as well, just for the occasion. Heroes of StarCraft is coming in January 2025. But there's even more coming up for Hearthstone. We're making some big changes to Arena.
All right.
As Leo mentioned, Arena is getting a major glow up.
Yeah, art
But
team.
first, let's talk about what makes Arena special. Arena is Hearthstone's premium draft mode, where you build your own deck from scratch at the start of every run. It's all about you flexing your deck building skills and card knowledge to defeat your opponents. And believe it or not, Arena has stayed mostly the same for 10 years. So we thought it was finally time for a little bit of an update. From now on, there will be 2 kinds of Arena to choose from. Normal Arena has a shorter format that lets you complete your runs more quickly, but still gives you that awesome competitive Arena experience. And after you've established yourself in the normal Arena, you'll be able to descend into the dark, dank cellar of the tavern, where challengers are engaging in high-stakes card play in our underground Arena.
Held at
Underground has a
gunpoint.
distinctive basement
I
aesthetic,
don't think she looks like
longer
that.
runs, and a new feature we call redraft on loss. This means that when you lose, you'll have the option to redraft cards and edit your deck, refining it to up your chances of winning as you take on more hardened challengers. We heard you also want a way to show off that you're an Arena champion. We got you. Arena ratings will be available for both the normal
We
and
got you.
underground modes. Ranking for the 2 are
Nice.
separate, with the usual skill-based matchmaking in normal Arena. But in Underground Arena, you'll be throwing caution to the wind and facing off against opponents of all skill levels. Whether you're an Arena veteran or maybe you just haven't clicked that Arena button in a while, we hope these changes offer you another exciting way you can enjoy your time in the tavern with us. And I'm happy to tell you all of this will be coming in the first half of next year. Now, here's Tyler to share even more of what's in store for Hearthstone.
I don't know. Like, nothing about Hearthstone really interests me anymore.
As you can see, we've got a lot of really exciting things planned for the next few updates. But what kind of game director would I be if I didn't spill even more beans about what's coming next?
Give me
It's
some
going to be
beans.
the year of the Raptor, and
All
you'll
right.
be going on some awesome adventures in some of your favorite Azeroth locations. Next year, we kick things off with one of our most requested settings as we
Okay.
journey
Winter
into
Spring.
the Emerald Dream.
Oh.
Here, you'll find yourself in the middle of a legendary face-off between the druids
right.
of the Emerald Dream and the forces of the Old Gods. They'll be fighting a
I say
high-stakes
spill the
battle
beans.
over the fate of the World Tree in our first expansion of the year. And things are going to heat up even more when the Druids of the Flame light up the mini-set. Our
Right.
second expansion is also Hearthstone's first ever sequel, as we go back to Ungoro Crater. Join
All right.
Elise on the hunt for a mythical lost Tortolan city. Spoiler alert, keep an eye on that volcano. After uncovering the secrets of the lost city, take part in a grand celebration in the 33.4
No, the
mini
stream's
set.
good.
The party-loving Tortolans are hosting a festival in honor of the mighty dinosaurs of the crater, and we'd hate for you to miss out on all that fun. Closing out the year is our third expansion, where you'll travel with Chromie through alternate realities to recruit legendary Warcraft
Stream
heroes
still good?
like you've never seen them before. This
We didn't
all
have a
leads
hiccup
to
for a
an
while,
epic
that's good.
showdown against Murazond at the end of time, and you won't believe what happens next. You've seen just how
Okay.
much we've got in store for you over the next year. Heroes of StarCraft, revamped arena, and 3 awesome expansions. We're incredibly excited, and we hope you're incredibly excited. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible journey. 10
right.
years in, and our adventures in the tavern together are only just beginning.
Well, it looks all right. You know, it's Hearthstone. Warcraft Rumble. I didn't make it past the tutorial.
Blizzard has this
well,
awesome
actually, no, I did like the
tradition of
first
sharing
level.
the journey that each team
and I was
took to
like,
bring their
nah,
game
this
to
ain't
life.
it.
I think this museum is a beautiful way to relive the memories of development and share that passion with the rest of Blizzard.
Those are cool little models.
What's up, everyone? It's been about a year since I stood on the main stage of BlizzCon and we launched Warcraft Rumble together with all of you. And what a year it's been. All of us on the team have had so much
It's
fun
break
watching you
time.
dig into our game and
Hold
explore
on.
the hero collection,
Let 'em
the
try to
army
convince
building,
us.
the nail-biting finishes.
They're keeping the best for
You beat
last. They're
over
gonna talk about WoW.
900 million bosses. And on the matter of Alliance versus Horde, you picked Team Jaina almost 10% more. But maybe, most importantly, you've summoned over 1 billion angry chickens. That's 2 billion chicken wings.
Cut.
In just a
Going back to
second,
one.
we're
Jeremy, we're trying to shoot Rumble here.
Oh, Rumble? Oh, I know a little bit about that. Scoot the camera.
That guy looks cool.
Awesome. When we started working on Warcraft Rumble, we wanted to make something that harkened back to our strategy.
Nixxiom?
roots.
Yeah.
Like the first time I booted up Warcraft 2 on my dad's
Oh, like,
Max
is that me?
7166
That's not me.
I'm stoked to play those new remasters.
I'm too skinny to be that
But we
guy.
also wanted to do something in our universe that we'd never done before.
A
So we
skinny
started
Nixxiom.
imagining that maybe
Okay.
somewhere in the Hearthstone Tavern, there was a mysterious arcade machine that printed miniature versions of the heroes and villains of Azeroth and zapped them to life for you to collect and command. In those kind of early days when we were establishing the art style of Warcraft Rumble, we wanted a sense of tactility. We wanted to be able to pick up and touch the art that we were creating inside of the computer.
Why are you
So
on the video?
Some of us went and printed minis and painted them up like this, and that's kind
Dude,
of really
I
where all this
secretly
came
work
from.
for Blizzard,
All
dude.
of these minis were painted by our team. And, well, if I'm a little bit biased, but this little guy's my favorite.
what does that say underneath?
Oh, under here? Oh, it says Jeremy. But we've
I
done
just wanna-
more than paint minis since our game launched. We've added new dungeons and at least one new mini every single season. We've got the Dark Moon Fair, new zones, and a whole new family for you to experience in the game. We
Right.
added our first raid, Molten Core, and laid siege to Stormwind. In our latest season, we even bust down the doors of Ironforge.
Does anybody play Warcraft
We ain't
Rumble
stopping
other than
there, are
OS
we,
Devin?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit
Raise
about
your
what's coming up.
hand.
Starting right now, if you hop into Rumble, we're running our first anniversary event with some truly excellent loot.
We're
No, I
celebrating
didn't-
1 year of Warcraft Rumble.
I'm not
So if you
scanning
jump
that.
in after the stream,
Friggin'
you'll be able to
filthy
snag
ass
some
QR
super
code
cool
witchcraft.
rewards, like the very valuable looking gold cobalt, which we affectionately call the Kogold. Okay, have you scanned this thing yet? Great.
No.
We've also been working on something really exciting for later in the season. There are some characters in Warcraft that don't fit so cleanly into just one of our families. So we're adding split leaders. These leaders belong to 2 families at the same time, which really expands the possibilities of how you build out your armies. And we're not just adding 1 split leader, we're starting with 3. Up first, fighting for the Alliance and Cenarian families is Malfurion Stormrage. And representing the Horde and Blackrock families, we got Chieftain and former War Chief Orgrim Doomhammer.
Oh,
and
that was
finally,
Garrosh.
leading undead and beasts is Anu Barak.
Cool.
But for any of these 3 new
He didn't
leaders
have a
to join the
model, he was
fight,
just a drawing.
We're going to be reworking one that we released this time last year. Sylvanas Windrunner is finally taking her rightful place among both the Horde and undead. We've got an awesome season ahead of us and can't wait for you to check it out.
Choked on my
We'll be
habit.
right there with
I mean, it
you.
looks
To our
okay.
amazing
I
fans,
just don't
thank
really
you for
play
an
phone
incredible
games
first
other
year
than
of
tower
Warcraft
defense
Rumble
games.
and for your unwavering support.
Which I guess this is kind of tower defense, but
truly drives us forward. But there was one more thing we wanted to talk about, Jeremy. Right? There was one more thing we wanted to talk about, right?
that room looks cool.
Nope. That's all I had.
I'm more interested in like getting a tour of that room than the game. I love Kingdom Rush. PC version. Oh no, they're gonna put it in WoW. You can play Warcraft Rumble in WoW. They're gonna do it. Oh no, if only I could play the game in WoW. There it is, dude. You got it, OS Devin. You can be happy for once in your life. There it is, dude. Nice. You can finally be happy. All right. I thought you'd be able to play it in WoW. That'd be kind of cool, but oh well. Here we go, dude. There it is, dude. Classic. Oh, okay. Cataclysm. Yeah, classic. Just talk about classic. I don't care about, like, just tell me about classic. Tell me about the panda.
We are so excited.
Why does he wear the
that
hat?
you're here to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with us. When the game first came out in 2004, I remember Facebook had just launched. I'd been in the game industry for a handful of years when I picked up WoW, and I was in awe. Even when I was running about and exploring on my Night Elf Hunter, I made friends who would group with me and tackle just about anything, including helping me save 40 gold for my first mount. I loved it. I still do, just like many of you. And as most of you know, the game saw absolutely explosive growth in the early years and brought multiplayer gaming to the mainstream. That in turn created countless friendships, camaraderie, and escape for people every day. It still does 20 years later.
Right.
We dug into our history and discovered that across 2 decades, together, we've accumulated 1 billion days of time played in Azeroth.
Thank you for joining us. Oh man, I'd be slightly peeved.
So many of you have joined us over the years. Some of you have met partners in the world and gotten married. Some of you have even named your kids and pets after characters and locations in the game. Veterans from all over the world. Those who are hearing or visually impaired or have physical challenges. We've welcomed seniors, even whole families playing together with their kids, and so many more who call our world home. No matter who you are, when you come to Azeroth, you can live how you want and be who you want to be. It's a gift for so many, and certainly to us. We feel it every day.
Right. I just watched
One of those
this documentary.
special stories is live now on Netflix in a documentary called The Remarkable Life of
No, I
Evelyn.
would never name my kid after a video game
Maud
character.
Steen, who played a character named Evelyn, lived a life in Azeroth that he
No
couldn't
offense
in
to
the
those
real
that do,
world.
but that's like next
He suffered
level.
from Duchenne muscular dystrophy for
I don't
most
know.
of his life and fought it courageously alongside his incredible family, who I'm proud to have met and fallen in love with. Because of Mott's and his role-play guild called Starlight, his
Yes.
family discovered the
Roduncle.
power of
Yeah.
online game communities and advocate for gaming around the world as a source of joy and companionship. Sadly, Mats was taken from this world and Azeroth far too soon.
My wife thought this
Because of
documentary was
Mats
boring and she
stories
fell
like
asleep
his,
during it.
We were inspired to create a charity pet program.
I watched it, though.
For classic and our modern game to support Cure Duchenne, a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving and extending the lives of those affected by Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We want to thank you in advance for giving to this cause that offers support to people just like Mats. This little cutie is Revan, and he's available until January 6th. He was inspired by the detective agency Mats created for his busy roleplay life in Azeroth.
Role players are always the coolest players in WoW. But yes, I am Gregnet.
Right now, we have our 20th anniversary celebration running in-game. We've got modernized Tier 2 armor sets, classic time walking, new world bosses, trading post items, rewards,
lag,
and more with
bugs,
all that nostalgic flavor.
That's right, dude. Lag and bugs,
Within
nostalgia.
That we released a few months ago, we've taken the leap into the first chapter of the World Soul Saga. More coming on that. And of course, Classic is always
I'm gonna
cooking.
come on this
But this
stream if they
moment
announce
is
Classic
about
Plus.
You're the thundering heart of World of Warcraft and always have been. Stay
Come on.
tuned as we share what we are serving up for you. And thanks
Right.
for making Azeroth a place you call home.
Nice. Edit, finally. All right, let's hear it. Yes, good. Yes.
Hey everyone,
Give
Clay
me
and
what
I
I
are
want.
so excited to be here today during this anniversary celebration to talk about what's coming up for WoW Classic.
I can't believe that after 20 years, my Orc Warrior is still finding new adventures in Azeroth. Shout out to all my buds and Tacondrius.
Feels like just yesterday I was on my Night Elf Druid,
Just the
yanking
acting.
some buddies on the
Anyway.
Daenerys realm at the crossroads. Sorry about that.
Being on the
minus.
Classic team and
That'd be
getting to help
great.
contribute to this incomparable
What is that
legacy,
armor?
which has breathed new life into the original Classic experiences, I'm not sure anything compares to it. I
What
love
was that?
how vocal and passionate
I
our
didn't
player
recognize
base
that
is,
armor.
Not only about what parts of
Maybe
WoW's
I'm just-
history they
I don't
want
know.
to see come back, but also their passion for things we try and have experimented with.
Speaking of us taking some pretty big swings, in Season of Discovery, we've loved watching you use your new class abilities, take on our all-new level-up raids, find secrets, and team up to defeat Ragnaros and Nefarian.
I saw the pole arm,
We're
yeah.
looking forward to
I
the
recognize
AQ
that.
war effort unlocking very, very soon here, which will lead right into the launch of the Encourage raid. This will
Yes.
bring new changes and surprises that we can't wait to bring to you. Fun new mechanics, difficulty changes, new rewards. You know us well enough by now to know exactly how we'll mix it up as you wager your sanity for ancient Kiraji riches.
Beyond that, for Season of Discovery, we have one more phase to come. We previously announced we will progress through all the phases of the original Classic era. So get ready
Right.
not only for Naxxramas, but new instance content featuring the Scarlet Crusade, as well as adventures in Deadwind Pass.
Ooh.
Now to
Yeah.
Cataclysm Classic, where we recently launched the legendary Firelands. You've undertaken difficult challenges, besting Ragnaros and his feet, and are hopefully a few steps closer to getting your very own Dragon Wrath staff. We're looking forward to bringing you the final phase of Cataclysm Classic when our Hour of Twilight patch and Dragon Soul raid launch early next year.
I hope they don't just
Now, you
announce
Classic
Miss
players out
Classic
there
and
must
that's
be
it.
curious where we're going next.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, you know where we're going next.
Is it just Miss of Pandaria? Oh. I mean, yeah, okay, Miss, but come on. Yeah, TBC, Wrath Era servers, Classic Plus, yeah, like, you know, Mob Classic, great. But something a little unexpected. I'm assuming that Hurricane made this. It looks really good. Yeah, we'll definitely get Legion Classic at some point. I can't wait for Warlords of Draenor Classic. It's going to be over in like 3 months. Face looks a little weird. All right, dude, bits. Dr. Tainted Warlords Classic with the cut content. That would be pretty cool. Dr. Tainted, thank you for the bits, man. Thank you, sir.
The Classic team is proud to announce that Mists of Pandaria Classic is coming, and we can't wait to bring it to you next summer. With its legendary class design and incredible raids and dungeons, set amongst a gorgeous environment and backed by an unforgettable soundtrack, we'll be traveling back to experience all that Pandaria has to offer together.
Right.
Mists of Pandaria Classic is super exciting for all of us, as well as Season of Discovery, and we love that we'll continue to be on that journey with you. But we know, we spend some time on the internet, and we've heard some of you out there, you want something fresh.
Which is why we are so pleased to announce that we are bringing you the Classic experience. All new Fresh Realms with the WoW Classic 20th Anniversary Edition. And it's happening soon.
How soon, Clay?
Actually soon. These realms will be going live next week on November 21st, but you won't have to rush to level 60. Classic is all about the journey after all. As we've made a change, and our first raid, Molten Core, won't unlock for a few weeks after launch.
We'll be launching realms of all flavors.
All right.
PvP, normal PvE, and for the very first time, hardcore, which will progress through the phases in lots
Sorry,
of
role players.
This means a fresh start for everyone at the same time, together, on a level playing field with fresh economies on very large realms.
Okay.
If you missed out on jumping into WoW Classic's initial launch in 2019, this is the perfect time to join our community. These servers will also launch with some of the quality of life features that came later on, like the Chronoboon Displacer to save your world buffs, and the improved PvP honor ranking system. And yes, we're also pleased to announce that these realms will progress to the Burning Crusade Classic.
All right. All right, cool. Is that it?
Launching these servers close to the exact date World of Warcraft came out 20 years ago, alongside all the work we're doing for Season of Discovery, Cataclysm Classic, and Mists of Pandaria Classic means so much to us. We love this game, and we love the community that has made Classic Realms their home alongside their friends.
From all of us on the Classic team, thank you. This amazing journey is one that's been co-written by you, our incredible community.
That's it? I mean, okay.
Hi everyone. We're in the middle of such an incredible moment for World of Warcraft. The World Soul Saga kicked off in August with the launch of The War Within, and we have been so excited to dive into the expansion alongside all of you. Whether you enjoy raiding, dungeons, delves, PvP, collecting appearances, pets and mounts, role-playing, or exploring the open world, we hope you found a part of Azeroth that brings you joy. It's humbling to be standing here on the eve of WoW's 20th anniversary. Looking back, 20 years ago, I was fresh out of school, and I had just seen enough of the beta to know that I needed to play this game, and then immediately stopped to avoid spoiling the experience for myself. I'd booked a couple days off work for launch, and was looking forward to really diving into Azeroth. But little did I know that my server would be offline for the first few days due to overwhelming demand. Shout out to Mal'Ganis. But even less could I imagine how this game would in so many ways define the rest of the course of my adult life.
Right.
So, let's talk about what's coming up for World of Warcraft. Starting
Sorry
with
for the
what's on the
hiccups.
horizon. We have 1107 Siren Isle, which is currently up on our public test realms. This update will go live next month, and it has something for everyone. On the narrative front, this update includes epilogue questlines for Dalaran and the Kirin Tor. No spoilers, but this storyline features the mysterious Haranir, who also played a starring role in our expansion release cinematic. We'll also get into the prologue for where we're going next, but more on that in a minute. 1107 also, of course, brings its namesake, the Siren Isle. A new
It's just an
outdoor
island
environment
patch.
to explore, full of mysteries to uncover,
It's Timeless
and
Isle
rewards
again.
to help catch up your alts and prepare for the next War Within season ahead. Plunderstorm is returning, this time with a plunder store to give you more flexibility in earning your rewards instead of that
store?
linear renown track. Also making a return will be the latest iteration of our Turbulent Timeways event and a Winter Veil revamp. We can't wait for you all to experience this update next month. As an additional treat, for those of you invested in the story of the War Within, we will be releasing a novella that explains exactly what happened to Jaina and Thrall after they left us. This novella is narrated by none other than Chris Metzen, and available today. So, I know many of you have already seen 1107, but you have to be wondering where the War Within is going to take us after that. Okay, so following Xal'atath's trail is going to lead us to a location that I've been personally excited about since we first settled on the idea of an underground expansion.
Right.
Undermine, the capital of the Goblins' trade empire. Fittingly, our name for the 11.1 patch is Undermined with a D. Now, this is a city unlike any city we've seen before in World of Warcraft, standing as a testament to the intelligence and creativity of the goblins as masters of technology and alchemy. And as our adventures continue, we will learn more about goblin culture than ever before. What's important to them, what problems they're trying to solve, what they're capable of as a society. Everything that makes them truly unique, beyond the humor and the explosions. Though, just to be clear, there's going to be a whole lot of explosions.
Look at all these bits.
Dr. Chained with the bits. Plunged into conflict between the four major
Warcraft TV show
cartels.
with Henry Cavill.
Wait, Blackwater, Bilgewater, and
Atnas. I don't know who Atnas is. Thank you for the bits, man.
You will align yourself with a group of your choice and run into notorious goblins like Monty Gazlo, Renzik the Shiv, Baron Rebelgaz, Marin Noggenfogger, and more. Now, if you're going to be in cahoots with a goblin cartel, you can't be seen rolling around in anything less than a truly blinged out ride. So early on, you'll earn a vehicle designed just for Undermine to push the boundaries of locomotion within World of Warcraft. Undermine was built for speed, with roads designed for driving, which is just as well, because this car travels much, much faster than your regular ground mounts. You can also further adjust your car's driving characteristics. Do you prefer grip, or do you want to drift more? Do you want more acceleration, even if it's going to come at the expense of your top speed? That's up to you. You can try it all and rule the streets of Undermine, living your life 440 yards at a time.
I'm not like the biggest like goblin vibe lore whatever fan, but that's cool.
A new dungeon in Undermined, Operation Floodgate, which is a race to stop a group of goblins from blowing a dam that would bring ruin to the Ringing Deeps. This dungeon will also be immediately available as part of our new Season 2 dungeon pool on Heroic, Mythic, and Mythic Plus difficulties, alongside the 4 other launch dungeons and 3 returning legacy dungeons. Now, we'll have many more details in the weeks ahead, but I can tell you that one of those legacy dungeons, naturally, in light of our goblin theme here, is the Motherlode from Battle for Azeroth. Continuing to build upon one of our favorite parts of the War Within, this new zone brings with it 2 new delves for you to explore, and we're creating new variations on the existing delves. We're also introducing seasonal updates to Bran Bronzebeard, a new adversary to follow Zekvir, and a new set of goblin-inspired curios for Bran. Of course, a new season also means a new raid zone. We have an 8-boss raid called The Liberation of Undermine coming your way, which takes you through the streets of the city and into the magnificent Galagio, brimming with color and extravagance that also hides the dark secrets of its owner, the one and only Gallywix. And for the arena PvPers out there, we're also introducing a new arena map set right amidst the city.
All right. Dude, Faranaz with the 14 months in a row. 47 months of support. Thank you, man.
Wondering how Xal'atath fits into all of this and how goblin politics relate to the fate of our world soul. But rest assured, Undermine plays a vital role as a continuation, a next chapter in the many stories that are unfolding in the War Within. We will have a lot more to share on that front in the months ahead.
The Arms Warrior.
And that is just the beginning of what we have planned for the next year. Now, as you can see, 2025 is going to be an incredible year for both modern and classic WoW players. As the World Soul Saga continues to unfold, we are reflecting on these past 20 years with immense gratitude as we lay the foundations upon which to build the next 20. On behalf of the entire World of Warcraft team, thank you so much for being the heart of the history of Azeroth. Whether you've just joined our community, been with us for the last 2 decades, or somewhere in between, thank you for making Azeroth your home. And speaking of home, the team does have one more thing to share with you.
I was gonna say, if that's it, I was pretty disappointed. Impossible. There's no way they did player housing. Impossible. It's Classic Plus, but you got houses. Okay. The whole next expansion is all about player housing. Okay, all right.
Thank you for joining us today and for being with us for the past 3 decades.
All
the
right.
Warcraft universe is a living, breathing world that's been experienced by over 250 million players around the globe. That's millions of stories of adventure, laughter, and true connection. And as the years have passed and our communities have grown and evolved, the statue behind us reminds us all how important Warcraft is and continues to be. It serves as a reminder of our shared passion for building Azeroth together. And it's you who truly bring Warcraft to life, our players, and the communities you are a part of. Thank you for being the lifeblood of this world that means so much to all of us. 30 years of history is the perfect foundation upon which we will build for the bright future ahead, and we can't wait to walk that road alongside you. And before we go, we want to share something very special.
Oh, great.
This September, 190 performers took to the stage to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with a series of concerts in Switzerland. Prepare to dive back into the history of World of Warcraft through its incredible soundtrack performed live. And whether this music invokes cherished memories or you're hearing some of these pieces for the first time, we hope you enjoy the performance. Here's to the next 30 years.
Okay. That's it? Thank you for the follow, villain. Or villain. Well. Thank you. Yes. Like, thank you, Blizzard. Thank you. Thank you very much.